Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I'm Lisa Richmond, and this is Tarot Tuesday. So today I meditated before we started on bringing in the energy that we need to hear today, the message that we need to hear. This is a timeless reading, meaning that whenever you find it, you're going to find a message that is made for you, that is resonating for you. If you've asked for a sign, if you've asked for like almost like an answer, guidance. This is, and you've even clicked this by accident, just trust that there's a message here for you, because this is like a super strong energy of directed messaging for the collective. Okay, so I picked two cards to start off with, and I have number 32, Here and Now, and number 12, A Change in the Wind. And so first card that came out was Here and Now, and it was so brilliantly placed because with this energy of the eclipse, my guides keep coming in and assuring me that there is big energy coming forward. And it's not about what is going to happen. What are the predictions? I feel like there's a really overwhelming kind of energy about what is going to happen. You know, what are you going to tell me? What does humanity have in store for us? What's going to happen in the election? What's going to happen with the economy? Or being almost debilitated by the past shadows that are coming up, traumas, the karmas that we're clearing. And it just feels like all of that is transpiring, and we are kind of in this whirlwind of energy that is taking over, that is creating an illusion, essentially, of the here and the now. Because what is your greatest power is to be aligned with your higher self, to be aligned with your essential being, who you truly are, not the human form in which you chose to experience whatever is being projected back to you. It is the here and now allows you the opportunity to perceive your current moment with authenticity, not with the ideas presented from the past or the anxieties or anticipation of the future. Because if you remove both of those things, it actually clears out so much mental clutter. It clears out so much, like I want to say, where we get kind of hyper focused on the past or the future, actually kind of numbs us out from being able to be in the present moment. And sometimes being in the present moment can feel so difficult that we unconsciously go into what's going to happen. I need to know, this sense of certainty, which doesn't exist, and the illusion of who we are based on past, based on identities that we're so strongly trying to hold on to, because without them, who are we? This energy right now is so incredibly powerful on creating your right here, right now, that connecting into your true aspect of self is your greatest power. And we are actually giving our power away by focusing in on the anticipation of what is going to happen, the fear of not having enough, the fear of what might happen, because essentially that's all it is. Even if it's a great big bill that you have to pay in the next few weeks, we are giving so much of our power away by focusing on whatever is going forward, or focusing on these energies of the past, that we are giving away our current power. We're giving away our current ability to create thoughts and beliefs in this moment. And it's those thoughts and beliefs that actually do the manifesting. So if we're spending our time in the here and the now, thinking about all the other moments, that is literally creating the vibration that gets reflected back to us. So this here and now is like, it is such powerful energy of releasing the restraints of the power at bay, the power that it wants us to believe that our power isn't here within ourselves. And the change in the wind is happening because the change is that energy dissipating. It's that force that is around us that is actually, blowing off in the wind, is leaving us because we are regaining our power by being in our present moment, by taking power of ourselves again. And the change is happening, you guys. There's big change happening. And then we get back into the, percent of what do I got to do in order to get this or that? What do I have to do to change this? What do I have to be? How do I have to prepare? Well, the answer is right now, is formulating your perception of self, of surroundings right now. What goggles do you have on? That's the change, is being in your current power, to see, to visualize, to see what the energies are of your own manifestation by being in the moment. That's the change. And that's how the powers that be that created this illusion of force on you, that's how the change happens, where that is no longer the ruling force in our lives, whether it is on a general scale within like government, or whether it's in a small scale about your being encapsulated by the concept of time, the illusion of not having enough of it, of go, of your worthiness being all these factors that are outside of you. That's the change. That's the change that's happened. So buckle up, because we are in it. Okay. So this is the like overall energy of this reading today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these at the top, and then I'm going to pull a bunch of tarot cards to see how this story plays out, how we can be in the here and the now, and how we can embrace this change energy. So let's dive in to see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay, we're going to use the Lightseers Tarot deck. Such great visuals from that. And let's see, Spirit, the expansion for the collective through the eclipse energy. So we have 8 of Cups. Yeah, no doubt. And we have Ace of Pentacles. So the 8 of Cups is like, in this image, you can see that she's walking away from the cup, right? She's walking towards the sunlight. It's such a beautiful imagery of her walking away, right? Like leaving the past behind you, saying brighter days are coming, right? I'm choosing me. I'm choosing to walk away from the old paradigm. The energy of the sun coming up is just such a big, the change energy that's coming in, and how, you get to a point where you're just like, yeah, the uncomfortable of change is no longer too fearful for me. You know that quote where it says, I'm going to butcher this, but it's like, you do what you do until the uncomfortableness of, or the dislike of it, doesn't outweigh the fear of change, right? The fear of change doesn't outweigh the uncomfortableness anymore, where that fear of change is no longer the thing that's keeping you in a situation that you don't want to be in anymore. And this is the eclipse energy. We are having such big change, and it's because we're saying no more. Ace of Pentacles is like, this is the new opportunity. This is literally like what's coming up over the field here. This is your new prospect. This is your new idea. This is the thing that you're saying, the fear of doing this no longer drives me. I have to leave this behind, because what are we going to, like, this is like life purpose stuff, guys. And I hesitate to say that, because there's so many people who talk about, what's my purpose? Your purpose is the now. Your purpose is the here and now. It's literally being in this moment. Your purpose is walking away. Your purpose is coming up with this creative idea, that spark of interest that is your new adventure that awaits. That is the change. The fear of change is holding you back from this delightful new project that is prosperity. Like allowing those fears to not drive you anymore actually opens up the prosperity. Two of Wands, High Priestess. My gosh, like you can't be held back anymore. You got places to go. Two of Wands is like, okay, this is travel. This is, I need to see the world. I know there's more out there for me, and I have the ability to go do it. High Priestess, connecting to your intuitive knowing, that waking up inside of you. The change is this. The change is this, like, energy of like, I no longer am going to play by these rules anymore, because I have seeds to sow. I have places to go. I'm connecting with my true self, and I'm not playing these games anymore. I've walked away from that. And by walking away is like walking through those invisible restraints that has held you there by this illusion of fear, this illusion of unsafety. So you have to stay in a situation that you perceive as being your only option. It's not your only option. It is not your only option. You know what you need. You know what you need. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Spirit. Okay, give me more on this High Priestess energy. What are we tuning into right now? What are we tuning into right now? Judgment. There's another major. We've got a major on top of a major. Okay, so just imagery alone, you can see with your own intuitive knowing what's happening here. She's making that judgment call saying, this is it. Like, I literally have no other choice. This is very similar to the energy that came through on Thoughtful Thursday. I have no other choice but to choose me. I'm making that final judgment call so I can free myself from these restraints. This is huge change energy. This is you saying, I'm no longer being restrained by the artificial shackles that I perceived around my wrists put on by a system that is out of alignment with who I am. Yes, yes, I love this. Okay, I have this direct, okay, like I just want to see what it is. What is the breakthrough moment? What is the breakthrough moment? I'm using the different tarot deck. The Devil, another major Devil. I'm not lying. Devil card has come out in almost every single one of my readings. So this is the breakthrough moment, is the Devil, is the rise of the Phoenix, is like the breakthrough of the shadow, you guys. The breakthrough moment is busting through these shackles. That shackle energy that I was talking about, those restraints, that's the Devil card. Realizing that nobody's holding your down strings. Those strings are cut. It is the rise from the shadow. It is ultimate acceptance of the brutality of the shadows, and saying, you no longer are my driving force. I no longer am shackled to the shadows of my own perceptions. What is the old belief systems? The old unconscious choices being made is Devil energy. The Devil energy is like breaking away the change from, I don't know if this is specifically for one person or a group, but there's like a shadow masculine energy that is kind of coming through. And it's really, it's like, it feels almost like a bit of a like narcissistic energy, whether it's like an old voice, like that mass. It doesn't have to be male at all. It can just be in that masculine energy, in which no longer drives you. There's like a death in that. Wow. What do they not see coming? What do they not see coming? Here, Two of Pentacles, balancing, Ten of Voices. Okay, this is the final, that's the completion, right? You don't see coming that it literally, the change, you guys, the change that's happening, I gotta say, it's pretty abrupt. Ten of Voices is the swords, but the Ten of Swords is like putting down the fight, putting down the resistancy, and walking the heck away. The Ten of Swords at the end of a reading is like, it is the absolute completion of the shackles. We got coming out of the Phoenix with the 10 of voices. We got the devil and the 10 of voices. You guys, this is some of the biggest change. This is some of the biggest change that you will ever experience. Like, to the point where I'm willing to bet in 2035, okay, so like 10 years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, pivot moment, pivot time, absolute turning point of my entire existence was this energy. Like, no pressure, but just being in the moment, though, like being in that moment and coming into your own intuition, it doesn't feel like that change is so hard. Don't resist the change, because what this is actually doing is this is cutting away all the illusions. So that ultimate judgment, right? That ultimate judgment of choosing your higher self, of choosing your higher knowing, going the places that you want to go to, doing the things that you need to do for your ultimate freedom. And the two of materials, that's the balance, right? This balancing act of saying, and I love that this came up because this is such a validator of the idea of doing something kind of like happily unhappy until it gets to a point where it's like, no, no, no. The fear of change is no longer outweighing my, you know, ability to be compliant in this unhappy situation, right? Sometimes you get to that balancing act and you're like trying to hold it all, and then you're like, kablamo, it's done. This is really big energy, you guys. This is really, really big energy. Really big energy. Where do they go from here? Where do they go from here through this? What's the direction, Spirit? What's the direction in which we go from here in this eclipse energy? Where do they go from here, Spirit? Queen of Materials. Look at her. She's like, bam. Yeah, that's where I go. I become the creator of my own reality. Queen of Materials is the ultimate creator. This is like receptivity energy. This is divine feminine. This is standing in her power and saying, I create my own abundance from being in my creative power. I don't ask permission from anybody because I make it myself, right? She stands up and is like looking in the mirror and being like, yep, look at her here. She's like, yeah, I'll celebrate that. I'll absolutely celebrate that. 100%. She is taking her power and she's saying, this is like, she's saying, this is me. The bigger, the better. The more bold, the better. I'm not backing down from anything. I got places to go. I've got money to make. You know, I'm no longer in the shackles of the old belief system. Change happened, and it happens like that, guys. Stay open for that. Okay, message to leave. I love these Muse cards, these Muse Tarot. Message to leave on today. Okay, 2. This is kind of like you don't see it coming, guys. I got to say, they're going to leave you with this, is that you won't really see it coming. But you need to trust. You guys, if this is where we're going, if this is what's happening, right? If we see exactly what happens and how it's coming, then unconscious resistance happens. You have to be here in the moment, in your high priestess moment. And then that's when change happens. You can't micromanage spirit. You can't try to take it on. That's the devil energy. That's the, I want to make sure I know exactly what's going to happen, because safety is only if I can be in control. Well, guess what this says? You won't be in control. You have to trust that you got here in order to receive this and to like rise up by being right here, right now, allowing change to happen and walking away from that micromanaging, walking away from the ultimate resistancy of allowing this to unfold. You won't see it coming, but it's coming, you guys, and it's coming. They're playing me, it came in like a wrecking ball, but maybe a little bit more gentle. Maybe ask spirit for ease and grace. Okay, sometimes that helps. At least it helps me sometimes. Okay, sacred symbols. I'm going to leave us off with maybe a couple symbolisms to go with this reading. Do you guys have any questions about this reading or the cards that I'm using today? Please ask. I love this. I love being in the right here, right now with you guys. I feel like we're doing a one-on-one kind of card reading. Okay, earth energy, being right here, grounding yourself, super, super important. 11, sacred numbers, 11, 11, ones, if you're seeing ones. Okay, the earth energy connecting, and if earth element is it resonates to you. Also, I'm getting that might help integrate these energy, that might help you be in the here and the right now, is by grounding, by getting into the trees, by really getting in the present moment through earth elements, fairies, the magic of the earth, animals, that is, and then spiritual cleansing. That's obvious, hey? So when this happens too, and to be able to be in the ultimate energy of receptivity, right? Because this energy is really big, guys. This is big. This is big. Like, we're going through massive shadow stuff. Doing a good spiritual cleansing every morning and every night before you go to bed, just even with whatever resonates with you, whether it's like sage, but I use Palo Santo lots. Also, something that really works for me is essential oil. So I can either use a spray bottle or a diffuser. I love essential oils. It's very connecting earth energy for me, to clear spaces and to clear myself. Water's a really good one to sit in the tub and really cleanse out. But like cleansing out our third eye is also super, super helpful in our ability to feel into it and to see clearly. Okay, last, anything else, Spirit, that is needed for this reading? Good fortune. I love that they leave you off with a good fortune card. It's also number 13, which is the death card in the tarot, and meaning the rebirth, your good fortune to come. You can trust this. You guys, this isn't a fear driven. This is like, we're moving through this big energy for this like light me up type of energy. Be in the here and the now. Be in your internal knowing. Know that it's coming your way. Let go of the past. You've got so much coming your way. So much. Okay? Meditate. And okay, this is a direct message. Okay, they're saying create time in your day every day for meditation. Okay, it doesn't have to be a long time, but at least try to connect into yourself once a day for meditation. Ask your guides and your higher self to come in and help align you with your highest consciousness, your highest timeline. Step forward for your life right now. I step forward. I step forward for my life right now. I project my greatest and highest timeline. Okay, I release the unconscious need to know what's happening in the future, or not let go of what happened in the past. I stand forward in my life right now in full receptivity to be able to receive what's in my highest and greatest good. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how you're liking different types of reading. I kind of go with what Spirit guides me with now. I like sitting and talking to you guys face to face, but I also like doing the pulls in real time as well. So please allow me to, well, please let me know what you like and how you like it. And if you have any questions, and of course, I'm so grateful to have you guys here. And if you're wanting any one-on-one readings, you can find me online at avalonspirit.com. I don't use tarot cards for that. I just direct channel. And make sure you tune in for spirit messages on Thursday. I'm going to kind of take a different approach for that coming up too. So make sure you check it out. And the sound healing, I'm still doing it Saturdays. Not a lot of viewers for Saturdays, but that is like my number one thing that my guides are saying. Make sure you continue, because it will help to heal a lot. So tune in Saturdays for some sound healing, and I hope to see you next week. And thanks again for tuning in. Like and subscribe. It helps the channel. So love you all. I hope you found a few little tidbits here, and we will see you all next Tuesday. Tuesday.